after picking up Moby from Off-Road Evolution for some well-needed maintenance and some custom work, there was one more place we wanted to take Moby to before taking him out on the JK-X, and that's to Motech. Morning, Robbie.
How you doing, Eddie?
Good, yourself?
So, you're going to be the guinea pig.
We are, awesome. I'm
First
looking
JL
forward to
fan
it.
out there. How you doing?
How do you feel about it?
It performed great. I mean, I don't know what to say. I just haven't done one before. Come on out, let me show you.
Great. I figured it does such a great job on our JL. What the heck?
Yeah. It actually fit with minimal amount of trimming, very little.
Awesome.
It's operating at the same hertz as the new GM controlled fans, 100 hertz. So we just left the control stock, basically. It's still a 19-inch blade.
Okay, it's just the shroud?
It's a brushless outrunner. It's a powerful fan. We also fitted a couple of external coolers. We got it tucked up here.
Oh, look at that.
That dropped trans temp to about 20 degrees.
Perfect.
Now, this is a finned aluminum cooler, so even if you were to knock fins off, you're not going to hurt it.
Sure.
But it's also, I don't think you're going to have an issue with
not
that.
likely, yeah. That's a great spot for it. Glad it fits.
And we've got one on the other side for oil cooler.
Okay.
But we didn't have time to make lines for it.
Oh, that's all right.
If nothing else, it looks like an X-Wing fighter.
Perfect. Our biggest problem had always been with trans temps, especially going up long, steep, mountainous grades. So do you think that'll be okay then?
I went to Indian Springs.
Yeah.
It was about 103 out. Engine temp got to 228. Trans temp got to 174. And the fan percentage never went over 65%.
And that means what to everybody else?
Well, if the fan starts getting up to 70, 80, 90%, it can be overdriven and then shut down.
Got it.
And this helps a lot. When you're going down the road, you need airflow coming into this grill. And a lot of guys think, hey, I'm running cool going down the road with a winch and everything else, but what's happening is you're running off the fan.
Right.
So what happens is, as you get more airflow into this grill, I see that fan percentage drop.
Right.
And to be at 60%, and I was going pretty fast,
Right.
I thought was pretty good. But again, this is the first JL fan that I know of in a JK, so I thought it performed excellent. You're gonna put it to the test and let me know.
I am. So that's the reason why we came here. It's, for the most part, Moby had been running pretty good. Temps were always pretty good, at least on the highway. Even on really hot days, going up long mountain climbs, it was fine. Where we were seeing issues were on long off-road, slow climbs where we're only doing like 20, 30 miles an hour for miles on end. By the time we got up to the top of the mountain, our radiator would still be fine, our coolant temperature would be fine, but then our trans temp would keep on going up. Like the fan would get to a point where the engine would cool off and then it would stop. So we thought maybe if we did something new, something different, something that hadn't been done before, and putting in a JL fan into this JK, maybe that would help, because on our JL it always did wonders. So I think it's going to do wonders for Moby. We got our keys in hand. We get to take this home, do a few last things to get it ready for the JK-X, so we're that much closer. Okay, problems. So we just got home from Motech after a long drive from Vegas in triple-digit temperatures, climbing big hills, and me really pushing it with the AC. And I think all the modifications that Robbie made are doing their job. This is the best we've seen it yet. No issues with overheating whatsoever, or even coming close to it. Looking forward to seeing how this does on the JK-X. In addition to the maintenance, the custom work, and even the cooling upgrades that we made to Moby, there was one other thing we wanted to do before the JK-X, and that was to install a brand new set of tires. Now, being that this is a Nitto event, we decided to run their 40-inch Trail Grapplers, a tire that we had run in the past and have always loved. think that the packing slip said that these were about 115 pounds a piece. That's without the wheels. Okay, so it's time to rack up Moby, get these wheels off, break the bead locks apart, get these new tires installed. Alright, so now we can go ahead and separate these wheels from these tires. I would rather have someone do this for me. I'd rather pay them to do it for me, that is, but since everyone's booked up and it is a Sunday, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way using a high lift jack and some brute strength. Alright, so now that we have all the wheels and tires separated, Cindy went ahead and got them all cleaned up and they look practically brand new. So now it's time to get them installed on our new set of Nitto Trail Grapplers. Well, that was a hell of a lot of work, but we got all the tires mounted up onto our wheels, and now it's time to get them installed onto Moby. I'm loving it. Looks awesome. I don't know if it's just because they're new tires with big, huge lugs and deep voids, but man, these things look bigger. Woo! That's awesome. All right, one more project left to go. I think this hole right here is gonna need to be filled before we can hit the JK-X. Warn. Although we've enjoyed running a Warn power plant on Moby for over 10 years, like 12 years now, it's an awesome winch. It's never let us down. Love the fact that it had a built-in air compressor. The one downside to it is that it is extremely tall. And even though we had it mounted on a 1/4 pounder front bumper, which allows you to have this thing sitting in between the frame rails, it was still high enough that it was blocking airflow to our radiator. So we're gonna move over to this bad boy now. As you can see, this is a 9.5 XP, an old school winch that will allow it to sit nice and low in the bumper, and it also has a controller box that can be remotely located if need be. Whatever the case is, I'm sure this will do a great job of giving us clean air into our radiator, so let's get this thing installed. This is controller box. That's kind of silly. Look how the sticker came on our controller box. Let's see if I can't fix that. Come on, guys. You could do better than that. Jeez. There, that's a little bit better. Da-da-da-da. So being that our new winch actually comes with steel rope, and I'm going to put Moby's old synthetic line back onto it, I'm going to go ahead and remove our aluminum fairlead, Haas fairlead, just so that it doesn't get damaged when I start unspooling the wire rope. So let's get that going. Alright, being that we're going to unspool all the wire rope, I'm just going to temporarily attach the winch to the winch plate or the bumper itself, and then that'll give us enough grip just to pull this whole thing out. Exactly the newest rope, but then again, nothing about Moby is exactly new. What I do know is that it works well. It has worked well for us, so we're going to continue using it. There we go. Looks good. A lot lighter, a lot smaller. Doesn't have the air compressor, but it is super fast. I think it's going to be a good winch. Look at that airflow. All right, I think that's about all that we can afford to get done. There are probably a few more projects I would have preferred to have gotten done, but we're out of time. So we'll go out and take Moby out for a quick flex test. Assuming everything is good, we'll start getting packed up for the JK-X. Take it out and get this thing flexed out, make sure we're not having any problems. Alright, looks like we're good to go, or at least as good as it's gonna get. I think from here we just need to pack up and head on out to the JK-X.